sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, the head coach. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Quinshon Judkins out of the backfield. And it'll bring up third down. You look at this Raiders defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, Doug Lance.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season has been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground for Judkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
They'll set up to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
For a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A give out of the gun to Jeanty. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
At the 4-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Raiders nothing.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nifty move. And he's up into at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. McCord. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCord. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCord. Open man is Myers. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Off the bootleg. McCord. They'll get this out to Jeanty. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jeanty will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 3rd down and 13.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now back to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On now the former Vol, Michael Palardy. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Vegas. 55 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 12-yard line.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jack Bech, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. As they've got it as we resume action. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, Jenkins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
3rd down.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have a Browns first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. A give up the middle. Jenkins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Browns at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCord had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, McCord. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yes, you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
An inside run to Jenkins. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Morgan. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They go play action here on first down. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCord. He'll drop this underneath for Ginty. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30.
Back to throw. McCord got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
12 yards. And the Raider first down.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 50.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. 3rd and 4.
Complete to number 28. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Intended for David.
Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. And he coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Following the fumble recovery, McCord. That's complete into the hands of Myers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. McCord Throw right side, looked in here by Besh. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. Jeanty out of the backfield. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defense available.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6.
Back to throw. McCord. He'll try and do this himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
A gain of 13 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Looking to throw. McCord. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. McCord. A quick throw there is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A run straight ahead to Jeanty. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 4.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And he'll will take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. 3rd and 9 here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times.
And got his man complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 37. And the Raiders first.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They'll try and set up the screen to Jeanty. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So a chance to give his guys a 2nd half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A give. Here's Jenkins. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Browns.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Poona Ford with a tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Keanu Benton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCord. Now he's going to step, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You decide to throw the football.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. The 3rd and long, he knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Raiders. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McCord. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
At the 26-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jenkins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to hunt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCord. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Jenkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. They'll run. This is Jenkins.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
72 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
2nd and 1.
A run, it's Jenkins.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Now the former volunteer is Dylan Sampson.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jenkins. Oh, good move.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Crenshaw Jenkins
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down.
Looking to throw. McCord. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for a
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 6. And a Las Vegas.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw again.
Gets this to Myers. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down.
McCord. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 24.
And now the spike with 36 seconds left to go.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun.
McCord.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Browns, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.